Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with some more battles with the Hail team. And we got a little bit of ranking from last time. Alright, we'll go to Marnie's theme. Because I didn't actually get to use Marnie's theme in the last episode. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Umbreon, Grimmsnarl, Diggersby, Charizard, Duraludon, and Dracovish. Charizard seems like it's gonna be an issue. What do I do against this? My opponent's probably wondering the same thing. We're gonna bring some hail here. We're gonna bring Obama Snow, but I don't think we're gonna bring the Rotom. I think we need Kommo-o and Jellicent. We'll go with that. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. Every time with these team previews, I don't feel confident in the team preview with this team. I'm looking at my opponent's team and I'm like, okay, this thing destroys my whole team, this thing destroys my whole team, this thing destroys my whole team. I don't have an answer for this. I always feel really bad. And don't get me wrong, I do not feel that confident in most team previews, but with this Hail team, it's even less so. So, okay, we've got Grimmsnarl out here. I don't know if this thing has Taunt, but I'm going to go right for the Aurora Veil. If he has Taunt, then we just spent a turn not really doing much. And I'm okay with that. But I'm going to force him to try and have Taunt here. Okay, he has Thunder Wave. That's fine, I guess. We'll set up our Aurora Veil. Now, I don't really want to switch Obama Snow out. The reason I don't want to switch him out is I don't want other things on my team getting paralyzed. So we're going to stay in. We're still faster than this thing. Spirit Break, and that lowers... Oh, that lowers our special attack. Okay. Would actually be smarter to try and get the Leech Seed up, but since Blizzard's still 110 power, we're still paralyzed. He's not doing a ton of damage with this. But at some point I'm going to want to get Leech Seed up. What he is doing is he's stalling out all of our Aurora Veil turns with all this paralysis. I don't have a reason to switch though. You're not threatening me too much with that damage. 3 turns in a row? I thought there's like only a 30% chance of being fully paralyzed. This is ridiculous. We're gonna lose this because I can't get a turn. There we go, Leech Seed. Now if he wants to stay in with that Grimmsnarl. Foul play? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he stalled out our Hail. That's rude. Let me just reset Hail. Okay, we need to switch out. I don't want him to Thunder Wave other things. I'm kind of hoping he'll switch out here. I don't want my other stuff paralyzed, especially not my Kommo-o. We'll go... you know, let's go for a Giga Drain. Just try to get some more health back. See what he does. Oh, he is switching. I should have switched. Tower Master. Oh, that's a problem. That didn't do much. Then again, we have like 3 special attack drops. Okay, then. We still have a couple turns left on Aurora Veil. So we got that going for us. You know, I am surprised at how much I've been able to pull off getting the Aurora Veil up. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. But both games that we've brought Abomasnow, we've been able to do it so far. Outrage. How well can you take to... Wow. That is not the damage output you are looking for. Just wow. I love Jellicent. Okay. You're locked into Outrage. Let's see if we can get a burn on you. We've got 30% chance of doing that. He's already confused, so... Outrage lasts 2 to 3 turns. This time it lasts 2. Can we get a burn? 30% chance says... No. I do think this is a choice Scarf, Dracovish. Oh, our Aurora Veil's gone. We better go for a Strength Sap. Okay. Well, Strength Sap, what it does, like, I could not believe that this thing does what it does and has no downside. So what it does is it lowers your opponent's attack power by 1 stage, and you refill your health. I think it's like equal to the attack stat drop or something. Or some sort of proportion. I don't know exactly how it's figured out. But you get a lot of health back. When I say a lot, like every time I've used it, I'm getting back at least half my health, if not more. And every time I've seen it used, that's been the case. Now granted, when you use it repeatedly, it has diminishing returns since you're lowering your opponent's attack stat, so it's lowering your recovery, but still, you are crippling physical attackers. Between that and getting burns either with Will-O-Wisp or Scald. Really? Again, that's 4 times. 4 times now we've been fully paralyzed with this Abomasnow. I want to get my Aurora Veil back up. I want a lot of things. I want this Grimmsnarl to not... 5 times. 5 times. How many times can we be fully paralyzed and not lose? That's the question. That's the question we're going to attempt to answer here. Of course, I'm assuming we're going to win. It's post-commentary. I know whether or not we win this battle. Actually, I don't know. All the battles kind of blended together. I recorded like 3 or 4 episodes of battles at one time. And then I go back and do commentary. I'm like, okay, which battles did I win and which didn't I win? This battle does not look like one we're winning. So we got our Aurora Veil up again. He finally took down our Abomasnow after we had to be fully paralyzed. He has Prankster. I don't want to go into a Prankster Thunder Wave. Man, something's going to be taking a Thunder Wave here. It may as well be Jellicent, I guess. Let's go for the Scald. I mean, I could attempt to taunt, but it's not going to work because he has Prankster. He's going to move before me and get the Thunder Wave off regardless, which is lame. Will this be enough to finish? Yeah, not quite. Oh, our hail stops. Darn you. Let's just go for another Scald then. Scald? No. Oh, we're going Giga Drain. I don't know why we're going Giga Drain. It's using Trick. That's taking my leftovers. Lagging Tail. Oh, so that's what this thing had. So Lagging Tail is a held item that makes you go last. That's why we were still going first even though we were paralyzed. Well, we hit our Giga Drain and knocked him out. I really like this Jellicent set. Now, Scald to inflict burn and do some decent damage. I mean, this thing does pack a little bit of a punch when you're up against something that's neutral or even super effective. And you've got a 30% chance of inflicting burn. You've got Giga Drain for the things that are immune to water and really weak to grass. I'm looking at you, Gastrodon and Seismitoad. Actually, I'm looking at the Dracovish right now, but We got the burn. And let's strength sap him. Because his attack power is not crippled enough with the burn as it is. But with the burn, we do have, well, it's kind of a slow clock. Burn only does like 6% of your health each turn. It's like the same as the leftovers. So it doesn't quite do as much damage as basic poison. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because basic poison only does basic poison damage. And I felt that burn was a bit too good, dealing 12% damage a turn, plus cutting your opponent's physical attack in half. Look at this, we're still at full. This Dracovish does not deal with Jellicent very well. And so we'll just go for a Skull just to get a little bit more damage on him. Maybe I should be doing Giga Drain instead. Should probably be doing Giga Drain. So yeah, Lagging Tail makes you go last. I mean, our Jellicent is paralyzed, and it was never going to outspeed a Dracovish anyways. So actually, I'm thinking about switching to Como-O here. Because if this thing has a Scarf item, like a Scarf or Specs, it's locked into this, but I just want to get it down to a range where we can finish it off. This move should have been a Giga Drain, because I didn't want to fully finish it off yet. Go for Strength Sap, lower its attack power even more. I don't know why you're still staying in against Jellicent here. I'd also like to point out that neither of us have Dynamaxed yet. Oh, our Aurora Veil wore off. I think he's locked into Crunch. We're gonna... Of course, he could just Dynamax his way out of it. Which that bit I didn't fully plan for when I was going for this move. But we can take this Crunch like a champ. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely pathetic damage. Oh, that was sad. Okay, let's Dynamax. We're gonna go for the... I could reset Hail. I don't need to reset Hail right now. I'm gonna go for the Max Knuckle. We should have enough. We should be good enough to take him out on this hit. I would think. Our opponent's thinking, is he gonna switch? Or is he gonna Dynamax? You're not gonna Dynamax. No way. You're burned, you have all those attack drops, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, it would let him switch attacks, but... Oh, he is Dynamaxing. She is Dynamaxing. Let's a female trainer. Okay. Which means to go for Max Whirlwind. Oh, we only have 3 minutes left in this battle. Well, it's a good thing we're Dynamaxing now. Yeah, this brings me to another reason I think I should be going for a more offensive-oriented Arcanine. Not that I brought Arcanine to this particular battle. But we seem to be going pretty... This seems to be like a pretty slow, stally team. Which isn't necessarily what I expected. Max Wormwind, that still did a lot of damage. Oh, because it's a critical hit. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, Max Knuckle, we'll get our attack power back. Oh, we didn't kill him. Well, that's okay. Burn. Burn might finish him. Oh, are you serious? Really? Oh, that wastes one of our Dynamax turns. It just wastes a Dynamax turn. Now there's the damage output I was more expecting with all his attack drops and that. I guess he's just doing that to keep our attack stat in check. I guess he didn't know if we were physical or special. We're physical. Physical. Gonna get physical. Well, we still have one turn left to Dynamax. I don't know what the third Pokemon is gonna be here. Actually, I do remember this one. I remember this one now. The Galar Champion. It's Bunnelby. Or not Bunnelby, Diggersby. Bunnelby's cuter of a name. We're actually going to go for the Max Hailstorm. We'll reset our Hail. Use Flail. Now, two things happen that we're both probably wondering about. He's probably wondering why we're not faster. Well, that's because we don't have any Speed EVs invested. And the second thing is, I was wondering, well, why is he using Flail? And like, oh, it's probably because he has Focus Sash. And we just reset our Hail with the Ice. So that was a good call on my part. I decided to reset the Hail just in case I had to bring Jellicent back out and this thing managed to kill me. Not that we have time to do that, because we only had 24 seconds left. Another battle where we're just bringing it down to the wire on the clock. No, I don't need to look at that team. It's cool. Well, that was a nice amount of ranking points. Alright, another battle. What do we got here? Rotom Heat, Dragapult, Darmanitan, Gyarados. Basically all the things that just kill my team. Mimikyu and Ferrothorn. So yeah, pretty much everything that I have worried about. Especially the Dragapult and Rotom Heat. Those are two of the most popular Pokemon, and I feel they're both very good against this team. Do I want to bring Hail? He doesn't have any weather setters of his own unless he Dynamaxes. You know, let's bring Rotom. Because we might need the Rotom for the Gyarados. And I don't know. Our opponent knows more than we do. He's already locked in. Do I bring... Silvally has Crunch. I have Crunch for a specific... Let's bring Jellicent. And... what do I even do here? Let's not bring Jellicent. Let's bring Silvally and Arcanine. Because I need the Arcanine because he's got Ferrothorn. He's threatening us with Ferrothorn. We have to bring our Fire attack. But we're not going to kill that thing, and we're going to go to time. Or the Ferrothorn's going to kill us. One of those will happen. Oh, it's another female trainer. Okay. Dragapult. Hey, look, one of the things I was worried about. Show of hands. How many people think Scarf Rotom is faster than Dragapult? Yeah, me either. This thing probably has a fire attack as well, so we're just going to switch into Arcanine. Now let's see what type of Dragapult we are dealing with. Dragon Darts. Okay, okay. How much is this gonna do? Not much. Not much. I'm down with that. Let's go Will-O-Wisp then. If you're gonna use physical attacks, we will try to cripple your physical attacks. Now, if I didn't have such a defensive Arcanine, we wouldn't be taking these hits as well, though I think we still probably survive. Maybe I go with a defensive Arcanine set, but have it be like a physical attacking. Like, I don't know if I want Flare Blitz. Like Flare Blitz and some other move. It's not Snarl. And make it physical. I don't know. as an option. We ate our berry. We're going to go Morning Sun. Because your Dragon Dart is not going to do anything. Don't even pretend it is. Okay, it's withdrawing. That's fine. What else you got? Rotom Heat. Of course. Well, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. And let's just start snarling this thing. I mean, I don't think Rotom Heat does much to us, but what do we do to Rotom Heat? Oh, Discharge. That has a 30% chance of paralyzing. Dang, that was a lot of damage. We have a lot of special defense EVs on this thing. Oh, this is the thing that's going to kill us. Do I even bother for Morning Sun, or do I just go for... I think with the Paralysis, I'm just going to go for Snarls. Get a bit of damage on this thing, but get its special attack dropped. And yeah, our Arcanine is dead here. That's fine. It's not, but we've crippled the Dragapult. And we still have Silvally here. Which, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to... No. Past gameplay me, no. Don't do it. Silvally. You know, let's see what the Silvally can do. So, Silvally's some lore behind this thing. Apparently, it's like an attempt to clone Arceus, which is why it has base 95 stats across the board, whereas Arceus has base 120 across the board. And that really lets... And with the whole memories thing, it can be, you know, whichever single type you want it to be. And then it has the multi-attack, you know, like Judgment. So I like that backstory of this thing. That did not do much damage. At least it didn't paralyze. That was the thing I was looking for. It didn't paralyze, so we still have our speed. We don't have to worry about being fully paralyzed. And we know that we outspeed this thing now, so it's not Choice Scarfed. Multi-attack, this should kill it. Yeah. And so you can build... Like, with Arceus, you can build it however you want. You can build it to be defensive, you can build it to be offensive, you can build it to be offensive on a variety of different types, depending on what type you want to be, you know, using Judgment with. And that's what we're doing here. What type do we want to use multi-attack with? Well, we went with Poison type. Hi there, Dragapult. We have a crunch for you. I'm not going to Dynamax with Silvally, though. I don't feel like it's a good idea to Dynamax with it. Because when you Dynamax with Silvally, that's not doing anything. The multi-attack goes back to being just normal type. Yeah, it's a normal type max strike. It's not whatever type that you have. And so that makes Silvally a little bit worse, in my opinion. Mimikyu. Well, I don't want to see Mimikyu. Let's go for the Crunch. And let's see what Mimikyu is going to do here. Disguise is busted. It's going for the Sword Stance. Now, I have two options. Well, I have one option. I'm going to Dynamax here. The reason for that, it's going to give me more health. And hopefully... I mean, Mimikyu's Shadow Sneak won't be super effective. We're faster than a Mimikyu otherwise, so it has to go for a Shadow Sneak. Which means this Mimikyu can't Dynamax. If this Mimikyu Dynamaxes, we just outspeed it and kill it and we win. Otherwise, it would definitely have the power to kill us. Or if it goes for Shadow Sneak, I'm just hoping that Shadow Sneak does not kill us from this range. I don't think it should. Because it's only neutral. Yeah, we lived. We would not have lived if we didn't Dynamax, though. And then we go for Max Darkness. Unnecessary critical hit. I think it's unnecessary. Well, we're already 25 minutes in, and that was 2 games because this is a much slower going team. So that will be all for now. Next time, we'll continue some more battles with this team. I like the way this is going. I like some of the things this team does.